Are you using the right conditioner for your curls needs? If you're watching this video, probably not. I know that it can feel so complicated and overwhelming with all of the products out there, but that's what this entire channel is about. And on to today's video, I'm going to make sure that you know how to pick the right conditioner. Welcome back. I'm Barbara Delmonica. I'm obsessed with curly hair products. I have hundreds of videos on here reviewing and going over hundreds of curly hair products and giving you lessons along the way. So make sure that you are subscribed so you can hear more. I also own Curls Monthly. Curls Monthly is a personalized curly hair subscription membership. Each month we send you 5 of the best curly hair products that you can actually choose and select and swap out for yourself. We also, with your membership, offer curl coaching and a lot of education along with your membership, so you really are able to understand and perfect your curly hair. Of course, the link is right below if you want to subscribe. So every single time I wash my hair, you've probably heard me talk about this if you've seen any of my videos. I use what I call my intuitive curl care method. This is a method that I created, and part of it is reading your hair each wash day to determine what your hair needs that day. So I'm going to teach you an aspect of this, especially when choosing the right conditioner for your hair that day. So yes, that actually means that every single time I wash my hair, my conditioner will slightly change. I would recommend any person, curly hair person who really wants consistent curls to own at least 3 conditioners. You should own at least a protein conditioner, a kind of protein and moisture conditioner, and a full moisture conditioner. You should also own deep conditioners, but that's separate. That's not what we're talking about on this video. We're just talking about regular rinse out conditioners. Yes, it might feel like a lot if you're new to this, but that's why Curls Monthly exists, so you can try lots of different products and have lots of different products like at your, fingertips every single time you wash your hair, so you can slightly change it up. So first, let's talk about some signs that your conditioner might be the wrong conditioner for you. The first sign is if you get wet frizz even after you condition. Wet frizz is exactly what it sounds like. It's when your hair is actively wet, you're in the shower, you step out from under the shower head and you kind of break your hair apart and you can see this cobweb frizz through your hair. This type of frizz looks really harsh. It looks really angry, an angry frizz, I guess. But that is what wet frizz is. Wet frizz is not good. It's not a good thing. It definitely is your hair trying to just tell you that it needs something that you're not giving it. Or you're actually giving it something that it might not want. So a lot of times wet frizz actually can come from a few weird things. So number one, it can come from too much protein in your hair. That would kind of mean that even after you condition, there's too much protein, which would mean that you should check your products to see if it has protein in it. That could be one reason. A different reason could be you actually just need to clarify your hair. Clarifying your hair is using a clarifying shampoo every once in a while in place of your regular shampoo. So that could just be that reason. For conditioning wise, it could also just mean that your conditioner is not heavy enough for your hair. So just make sure that you're checking these for those things. Another thing with wet frizz that's kind of a little bit more alternative is most shampoos and conditioners contain coconut oil. And some people get wet frizz actually when their hair is coconut oil sensitive. So another thing to watch out for, that's sort of a last resort, but it does happen every once in a while, and I do see people who they don't know what's going on with their hair, and then it turns out their hair has a coconut sensitivity, which doesn't mean that you have a coconut allergy, but your hair kind of has an allergy to it, if that makes sense. The second factor that you might look for if you're using the wrong conditioner is that your hair is weighed down. So maybe your hair is very silky, very creamy, and it just is not bouncing up, or maybe it's falling flat after a few hours. Maybe it looks really good when it's wet, and then when it dries, it falls flat. All of those things could mean that your conditioner is just too heavy and you should look for a lighter weight conditioner. Another sign that you might be using the wrong conditioner is if it doesn't rinse all the way out of your hair. That's another sign that it might be actually too heavy again, but let's also say that conditioners also take a long time to rinse out of your hair. I think last March, it's now February, so about a year ago, I started doing those salon videos where I style people in the salon, and that's when I realized more than ever how long it takes for conditioner to truly rinse out of your hair. And that was a really eye-opening thing for me. We're always learning, and I definitely think that a good conditioner that's good for your hair will rinse all the way out. But it does take a long time. It genuinely takes a good solid 5 minutes of just sitting under the shower and breaking your hair apart for that conditioner to truly fully rinse out. So just make sure that your conditioner is also truly fully rinsed out of your hair. And another sign that you might be using the wrong conditioner is if you might be, for example, using a protein conditioner and you don't need protein, or you're using a moisture conditioner and you don't need moisture, or vice versa. So I have made a lot of videos about the protein moisture balance. I will link a few below, but basically protein moisture balance are just different types of ingredients or nourishments for your hair. You can kind of think about it like for your body. Like if I was trying to be a bikini model, I'd be eating and fueling myself with a much different diet than if I was trying to be like a bodybuilder. So it's the same type of thing for your hair. You're just fueling it and giving it something different with products. So you want to make sure that the products that you're using for your hair are the correct type of products that your hair wants to like eat or nourish. So then, those are signs that we have potentially the wrong conditioner. How do we pick the right conditioner? Like I said, this actually varies from day to day. Your hair will tell you what it needs before you even get in the shower, and you want to make sure that you are listening to those cues. And that's where my intuitive curl care method all comes into play. So you have to read your hair before you get in the shower. So how do you read it? First of all, you need to have a general understanding of your hair type. You don't need to be any type of expert. You need to just have a general understanding. So for example, if you have finer hair, which is going to be hair strands that are much skinnier and shallower, you're going to want usually conditioners that are lighter in weight. Sometimes you even skip conditioner, but conditioners that I always say, like when you put it on your hand, it almost feels hollow, and you like kind of rub it together, it'll feel really hollow and lightweight and not have this like creaminess to it. That's going to be a more lightweight conditioner, typically better for fine hair. Coarser hair is going to typically want heavier conditioners. They're going to want those conditioners that when you smooth it on your hand, it feels super creamy and super luscious. That's going to be a heavier weight conditioner. You can also tell the weight of your conditioners by, of course, testing them, seeing how they feel on your hair. You can immediately tell when you apply to your hair what, you know, a heavier versus lighter weight conditioner feels like. And that's where Curls Monthly comes into play so much, because it, a lot of times, is in the eye of the beholder. Like on paper, it could be a lightweight conditioner, but maybe it's not lightweight enough for you, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why it's so good to try different things like over time to really get that for yourself. It so much is about trial and error, and I think that's the fun thing about curls. You also need to know your density. So your density is different than your hair thickness. So your hair thickness is what I just spoke about, that's fine versus coarse. Your hair density is how many strands of hair you have on your head. So you can have like thin hair, thick hair, etc. I have like medium hair, but that's also going to determine how much conditioner you need, and again, the type of conditioner you need. So if you have thicker hair, of course, if you have higher density hair, you're gonna wanna use more conditioner. Finer, lower density hair, a little bit less. So that's also going to help determine that. But there is also room for preference. So even though you might have all fine hair, you might actually just prefer the look of your hair when you have heavier products, or vice versa. So again, that's, I hate to say it, but truly this is where Curls Monthly comes into play, is like your hair might, like your hair on paper could follow all these things that it should need, all these products, but in the end, you prefer this type of product, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So you definitely need to have that general understanding of what your hair needs, and also what you like your hair to have. The second thing I would do to read your hair is to do what I call the generalization test. So the generalization test is to look at those generalizing factors that me and other curl creators will talk about when needing certain things in your hair. So for example, if you need protein or need moisture, a good generalization test is, for example, and again, I've made lots of videos on this, but like protein needing hair would usually look flattened, oily, silky, overly shiny. That type of hair typically needs protein. That's a generalization, and that is a good place to start. And then hair that needs moisture is typically going to be frizzy, dry, and straw, and dull looking. So that's generalization. So you're looking at your hair and, okay, my hair fits into this box or this box, so I'm gonna generalize and then pick a conditioner that fits the generalized ones. Another great sort of way you can read your hair is what I call time study. So basically, you're asking yourself, how long has it been since I've used XYZ? How long has it been since I've used a heavy conditioner? How long has it been since I used a lightweight conditioner? And then from there, you can be like, whoa, 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 it's been a long time since I've used a heavy conditioner on my hair. By this time study test, it might be time for that heavier conditioner, or vice versa, of course. And then the fourth thing is the most technical and easy thing, which is just called the stretch test. This is the Barbie Dell version of the stretch test. There are different ways you can conduct this stretch test, but for this purpose, for a stretch test, you will do it on dry hair, and you'll literally just take any curl and then you pull the curl straight and then like let it go. So you just pull the curl straight and let it go. So you can see my hair when I pull it straight and let it go, it kind of reverbs, like it kind of goes bounce, 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 bounce. That means that my hair is balanced. It's healthy. It has both a good amount of protein and moisture. But you can see on other strands of my hair, like this, like, cause my hair, everyone has different types of hair. This one is a little bit too much moisture. So it's not getting that nice bounce. It's kind of like, just like, you know, falling limp, and it looks a little overly oily. I would say in general, honestly, my hair on this wash day is leaning a little bit towards moisture overload. So that would mean that next wash day, I want that protein to add that spring back in my hair. Now, if you pull your hair and your hair falls limp, it doesn't spring back up, that means that you need protein. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here, is I just have too much moisture in my hair. I'm pulling it, it's not springing, it's not reverbing. That is a sign that I probably should use a little bit more protein or lighter weight products on my hair than I did. So all of these things are how you're going to sort of figure out how you're going to use the right conditioner for your hair. I know that was a lot, so drop your questions below. I'm gonna come in and answer some of them. Now, today's feature conditioner is the Rahua Hydration Conditioner. This is in the February 2025 Curls Monthly mailer. If you are watching this video later, you can now choose your own Curls Monthly products. So while supplies last, you can actually swap this out for another product in your mailer if you're interested. Rahua's tagline is Rainforest Grown Beauty, which I think is so cool. All of the ingredients inside of their products can be found in the Amazonian rainforest, and it has a really cool story behind the brand. Basically, this New York City stylist was in the rainforest in Peru and Ecuador and Brazil, and he met all these women who had incredibly long hair, and one of the women gave him a bottle of Rahua oil, which is an oil that's in all of their hair products, and she swore that this oil was the reason that her hair was so long and luscious. So he loved it and swore by it, and then made an entire line off of it. This brand is seriously so great, and the products are nice and hydrating. This specific conditioner is definitely going to add softness and to tame your hair. It's medium weight, there is some protein in it. It smooths your cuticle, it adds shine and prevents frizz. I would say it's probably best for like medium hair. Like I said, it's medium weight, so my hair is perfect for it. It's not fine, it's not coarse, it's not thick, it's not thin, it's kind of that right in the middle. But of course, you can mess around with it. It's all about preference. We're going to hop in the shower and I'm gonna use this conditioner with you. So I'll see you then. So I just shampooed my hair, and I actually detangled my hair with shampoo, so you can go watch the Rahua shampoo video if you need help with that. And I'm going to go in with the Rahua Hydration Conditioner. It's definitely nice and creamy. Wow, smells really great, just like a nice, fresh, simple smell. And as always, I focus this on my mids and my ends. Oh wow, it's so buttery soft. It's so nice. It really just like glides through my hair like butter. It's definitely not super heavy either, which is nice. I have definitely been in a phase where I like lighter weight things. It's not super lightweight, but it's also not super heavy, so maybe medium weight. And my hair is already perfectly detangled from the shampoo, but I just want to show you how nice. Oh wow, yeah. It's so buttery and so lightweight. Like you can tell how lightweight a conditioner is by like if it kind of gets like sudsy or like gunky while it goes through your hair, but this is clearly just perfectly lightweight or medium weight. I guess depending on how much you use. Yeah, my hair feels so soft. And you can see a little bit of those suds lathering. Again, that's why I would say it's like that medium weight thing, which is perfect because my hair is medium all around. So I definitely picked the right conditioner. Okay, great. I'm going to rinse this out. Now, how much of your conditioner you rinse out is going to have a direct effect on how voluminous your hair is. So I really like to rinse mine like completely out. And I will use a leave-in conditioner, so like I'll get a little bit of that moisture back. But like if you prefer more definition, don't rinse all of your conditioner out. That is a good fact that
I don't think as many people use as they should. I'm gonna rinse this out, style, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
I hope that that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you next time.